So this is just a brief review of the 8000 lumen shockproof, water resistant, rechargeable torch you can get on eBay. So it comes in this box. It's got a little drawstring here if you want to like hook it on something. Open it up. These I've bought separately, so ignore that. You get a charger. You get a AAA adapter. It takes 3 AAA batteries and that goes in the torch. If you don't want to use the included 18650, you get a car adapter here, 12 volt socket. So basically that just plugs into this if it wants to. Yeah, there you go. It's quite cheaply made, like this doesn't even go in all the way. It is what it is. And then you get your normal AC adapter, which again just plugs in like that. And then you get a USB cable as well, so you can charge it through USB if you wanted to. The case itself is quite nice, it's all padded. I'm sure this would be fine if you were like taking it camping or something, keeps it protected. Here's the actual torch. So let's see if that shows. You have your different levels of zoom. Your on and off switch at the back. So this just opens and closes. This front here does actually unscrew. I'm not really sure why. I guess it's just to gain access to the LED, and I guess you could clean behind the glass if that ever got water inside it. I'm assuming that's what it's for. You get the wrist strap to access the battery, unscrew the back. And this is the included 18650. 4000 milliamp. I don't believe that. So there you go. Oh yeah, there's like this little plastic holder. It's not really a holder, it's just like, I guess it just holds it a little bit better in place. So you just throw that in there and then, ooh, no, wrong way. No, I had it right the first time, for God's sake. As you can tell, I'm not a professional reviewer. So before I show you the performance, I'm just going to talk about the negatives. First one would be the quality of these cables and the charger. The main issue I have with the charger is it has this little charge light here that stays red. There's also one here which I've seen it go green once. I'm assuming it basically starts off red and it's meant to go green when the battery is charged, but it doesn't work half the time. It's very like intermittent, like it will charge the battery but it won't tell you when it's done. And feeling the weight of it feels very, very cheap. Like the cables are very thin, very plasticky. Same goes for this car adapter and the USB cable here. Really not very good. And that battery, 4000 milliamp, I don't think so. I've found this has started to lose power after about half an hour of use, which really isn't very good, which makes me think that the battery it comes with and or the charger is just awful. If you vape, if you're using e-cig, then you're already in luck because it takes an 18650 battery, and obviously a lot of e-cigarettes use them. So what I've done is I ordered these, if I can open it, I think they're Panasonic ones. It should be a lot better quality than what it comes with. I've ordered these ones. They're supposed to be legit. I think they were Panasonic if I remember right, but I got two for about £7, £7 or £8 I think it was. And I've also ordered an intelligent charger which has an LCD display and shows you the voltage and milliamp of the battery. So I'd probably recommend doing that if you want to get the best out of the torch. As for the torch itself, you press it to turn it on. It is quite blinding light. I'd describe it on its full brightness as too bright to look directly at. It really is very bright. So that's one setting. Basically, to change settings, you just push down quite lightly on it. So that goes on to like a medium brightness. That's a low brightness. You have this crazy like what they called strobe light. Then there's this one which just flashes SOS. I guess it could be useful in an emergency. And then you're back to full brightness. So it's difficult for me to show you the nighttime performance, but what I'll do is I'll close the curtain and then you can see just how bright it is. So like, it's not even pitch black in here, but honestly this thing is crazy bright. It's really impressive. And just to finish off, I'll show you the zoom. So you can basically adjust the beam to be this is the widest it'll get, and then you just push it in and you'll get a more and more narrow beam until it becomes like this square. And honestly, it's crazy bright. The main reason I bought this one is to inspect paint when I'm polishing car paint, and it's really good for that. It will bring out all the tiny like micro scratches in the paint, but it's also really good for camping and stuff like that. All I would say is to like I said, get a better charger and get some spare batteries from a known manufacturer, so like Sony or Samsung batteries. As for the build quality of it, it's perfectly fine. It does feel quite sturdy. On the advert it shows like a car tyre driving over it. I don't know if it could stand that amount of abuse, but it's very weighty. Full metal construction, and yeah, it feels like it'll last a long time, to be honest. And I feel like I could drop it from quite a big height and it will still work, but time will tell. But all in all, I'm pretty impressed, so there you go. Hopefully this helps someone I've seen that they've sold a lot of these on eBay and I've not found a decent review for it, so hopefully this helps someone. There you go. And torch.